Here we get into some more. About that money, get residuals. Some more.
Yes. Yes, 2 times. I know the vibes. They go. Ooh la la, we. She go. Ooh la la, we go. Ooh la la, we. They go. Ooh la la, we. Hey. Ooh la la, we. Hey. Ooh la la, we. Hey. Ooh la la, we. Ooh la la. Looking for ends like I lost a friend. Hop out of the bed like where the bread. What it do, YouTube? You now tuned in. POPAVIST. POPAVIST TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here one more again. If it's your first time, then come on in. Over here, we deal with sports, hip-hop, interviews, POPAVISM101, and motivation. And if that sounds like your cup of tea, then kindly hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so when I upload the videos, you get alerted. Yeah. And if it's not your first time, then of course, we appreciate you. We thank you. But you know how we do. You know how we start the show. Tony. There was no other way. We in the end game now. And we is in the end game, people. We in the end game because KEISHA Bottoms is bottoming out. Like, do you ever think about when you out of here? Fly record and video, out of here. $5,000, yeah, that part? Yeah, you out of here. And, you know, it's saying it's a big scandal and all this and all that. You know, Mother's Day weekend just finished, you know what I mean? Top of the morning, by the way. Monday morning, Monday motivation, you know what I mean? Motivational Monday. I am your motivational speaker. Here goes some motivational quotes. Pay attention. Scandal or no scandal, you know what I mean? Prominent sister, you know what I mean? Second black, no, not second woman mayor, if I'm not mistaken. They have black mayors. But pretty much overall, a successful, prominent, you know what I mean, intelligent woman, you know what I mean, still looking good for her age, you know, married woman, kids, and, you know, doing what she do out there in Wakanda forever. Like, Wakanda, that's what they call Atlanta now. You know what I mean? I just got put up on that, but I didn't know that, by the way, but I guess I could see why, you know what I'm saying? A lot of black businesses, a lot of you know, affluent people out there, you know, entertainers and stuff like that. Tyler Perry's out there with the, you know, with his companies and all that. So, you know, and like I told y'all in the other video, Atlanta is one of the hot spots I've been to probably the most out of all the places that I travel, you know what I mean? And all of my times traveling to the States. I love Atlanta, like, you know what I'm saying? I go there, get busy, have fun, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I don't really see the scandal, but I see where she want to just be done with it. You know what I mean? Like, your town is shit now. Like, keep it a buck. You know what I mean? It's almost as bad as, if not better, you know, if not worse than the other cities that's ran by a lot of these Democrats. Like I told y'all in the other video, Lee don't really be, you know what I mean, into the politics like that or know who's who and what's going on. But as of late, I have been paying a little more attention because a lot of shit is happening. We in the end game. Yeah, that part. Tony, there was no other way. So I'm waiting for the scandal to drop. I thought, like, when I was reading the little stories, I thought it was going to be some backdoor stuff because I seen something on the other channels, and it was like it's tied into the Tiny and, you know, the Tiny and T.I. situation. And, you know, it was getting real crazy. Like, I'm like, political shit is deeper than rap. But we ain't hear nothing yet. It's just like she's just not going to run again. They say she's going to take a private sector job with Walgreens, you know what I mean, for whatever that's worth. So just make you go with the side eye, you know what I'm saying? So let me give y'all some hip hop quotes. So Big said, even groups like SWV and TLC can't see BIG with telepathy. The recipe, the picture hardcore with a gun. Pimping ain't easy, but it sure is fun. When I bust my nuts, I bust them one by one. So what's the 411, hun? You know, if that Dreams of fucking an R&B bitch, Dreams, yeah, Nicki Minaj, a couple of people did the, you know what I mean? But this shit, like, this shit blows your mind, like how we spend years later. So over the weekend, Mother's Day weekend, for those that celebrate, if you do, then, you know, salute to you. You know, I don't celebrate no holidays, no made up shit. You know what I mean? All this craziness, but I don't knock nobody that do. Do you, do it how you want to do it when you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's the vibes I got. Like, fuck it. Do you. Just don't violate nobody and get your head knocked off. You know what I mean? On the second verse, he like, I put Shantae Moore pussy in stitches. I'll fuck Rupaul before I fuck them ugly ass Xscape bitches. Woo! Big was talking greasy on them R&B records. You know what I mean? So it's all fun and games. And as he said, I'm just playing, but I'm saying. So, you know, they had the verses. And like with all of the verses, it's not really a battle. It's not really who going to win, who won. It's really just entertainment. And it's really for the enjoyment of the fan, if you are a fan of those groups and that time frame when they was making their music and they was hot in them streets. But just to think that, you know what I mean, he would say that he would rather fuck Rupaul, who's a man, in case you don't even know what I'm talking about. He's a man that dressed in drag, you know, been out of the closet, big career in Hollywood, had his own show and all that. And he been around for years, you know what I'm saying? In fact, if he's out of drag, you wouldn't even know it was him in drag, because that's how the transformation that, you know, some people could transform themselves into looking like a whole nother person. You'd be like, damn, that's the same person? Yeah, it is the same person. Yeah. You got fooled? Fooled? Oh, all right. You know what I mean? Superman lover? You know what I mean? Red Man? A lot of rappers that made stories like this too, where, you know what I mean, they end up, you know what I mean, thinking it was one thing, but it's not. But that's not what this video is about. Pretty much it's just to say, damn, was they that ugly that he would rather fuck a man than to fuck some ugly bitches? So because they did the verses, I went back and I looked at the video, you know what I mean? At a couple of they old videos, you know what I mean? Just kicking it, kick off your shoes and relax your feet. And, you know, all the understanding and all that. You know, they hit songs. I think it was just the imagery, you know what I mean, that whoever was dressing them and putting them up, when you look, they got the baggy clothes on, the Carhartt sweater with the, you know what I mean, the Kango hat and all that, you know what I mean? And they look different now. Obviously, they grown women with kids and husbands and all that. And shout outs to them, because they were shouting their husbands out a lot, all of them, SWV and Xscape. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think only Candy is the only one that's not married, if I'm not mistaken. If y'all know and y'all in tune, then just leave it in the comments like, oh, nah, she married. You know what I'm saying? But I thought that was interesting that they pretty much is all married, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, damn, they didn't look that ugly. You know what I mean? Like, the imagery was bad, the clothes they was wearing, and maybe the little short hairstyle, you know what I mean? But other than that, you know, and then in the other video, they had like the squad jackets on and shit. It's not really to the video. I can't think of the video name, even though I just seen it over the weekend. Well, they had like the cream suits on. And in the beginning of the video, they like, we got 3-time recording platinum artists, Xscape is in the house. And they come up and do their little joint. You know, they look better because they, you know, the suits they had on, the makeup, the clothes, they's making a couple more dollars, you know what I mean? And even I don't remember their names, but even the lady on the verses from Xscape when Jermaine Dupri came out, she was like, yeah, you know, we owed Jermaine Dupri a lot, you know what I mean? Because even though we looked the way we looked, he still put us on because of the talent, and he seen the vision. He had the foresight to say, oh, nah, I'm going to make them some stars. And he did, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, when you hear the old songs and all that, you know, you hear Give Shouts to Candy. She wrote a lot of hits, you know what I mean? She definitely mad talented. And, you know, they still sound well. And obviously, you know, with bodies being done and older, you know, and all that. But for the most part, what I also find interesting is two things from watching the verses. And to keep it a buck, some of them, you know, the video, I didn't watch it live. I never seem like to catch it live. I don't get the notification, or I'm doing some other shit. So I got to swing back on the bat line and then watch it on YouTube. I'm in these YouTube streets. I'm in these YouTube alleyways, and they should have never, yeah, yo, you know what I'm talking about. And watching it on YouTube, the comments was brutal. And a lot of it was from women over Mother's Day weekend. You know, the big celebration, the motherhood, and the single mothers that's holding it down and raising kids and this and this and that. And it's like, you know, when the manosphere or these certain channels on the men's side say any little thing is hate women, is who hurt you, your mother, this and this and that. But then when you sit back and you look at the comments, and I told you I'll be in the comments all day, every day. Like I'm in the comments. I love to see the temperature of the comments. I love to get the feel for what people are actually saying. And some of it is troll. So after you bypass that, you really, you know, see what people are saying. But for the most part, it was a lot of bad comments. You know what I mean? Like Coco, you know what I mean? SWV. She, you know, the energy wasn't really there in the beginning. And come to find out, she witnessed a murder, unfortunately. A young woman got murdered, I guess, by the hotel, outside of the hotel or her hotel. 4 times shot, killed. And the person that was in the comments, like, it was mad blood. I don't know if they was there and they seen it, but you know, when you hear like, damn, another one bites the dust, like, you know, we just dropping, and it probably was over some fuckery shit, like it always is, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, she'd still come out and perform and, you know, put on for the people. You know, could have been like, nah, I'm having anxiety attacks. I can't do this shit. Like, I just can't do it right now. Still came out and put on, and I thought it was a good performance. I think they could have stood up more. A lot of that was the comedy, sitting down a lot. So I definitely say Xscape from the beginning had the more, you know, had the energy. They brought the little energy, try to do their little dance and shit. You know what I mean? And it was good to see, like, yo, they like, we friends in the real life. Off, you know, we friends. So you don't got to pick a side and pick this and this and that. But again, I won't say who won or who didn't win, because in these battles, it's like, if you like their music, then you like the music. It's not no who performed better or whose songs is better, because they're not really bringing nothing new to the table, especially when the rappers do it. It's like, it's not no real battle. Just like the Jada and the Fat and all of these joints that I did any type of commentary on, is like, it's no real battle. It's just for you to kick back, kick off your shoes and relax and just watch the show and, you know, reminisce. And like I said, after looking at it, I said, oh, let me go back real quick just to see the changes. And you can see, for the most part, I think they all look the same, even though I know some surgery and people had stuff done. But again, the clothes that they was wearing and whoever was what they call the people that dressed them up and all that, I think they're more the culprits of the hit that they took back in the days. Being a youngin', even talking with my friends, you know, we was coming up, listening to them and all that, going to high school. It's like, oh yeah, they not the most attractive, but not the fuck no man, Big. You was all the way out of pocket. You was all the way out of line, but I dig it. Now that I'm YouTubing it up with the rest of the YouTube, most of the time people say shit just for shock value, so you could be shocked and amazed. Like when you put the beat on, you will be shocked and amazed. Yeah, that part. The other thing that I found interesting, people in the comments, like, because everybody want to show themselves so much, like you just want to show you taking a shit, brushing your teeth, having sex, getting super type of massages from the massage dude, you know what I mean? That's massaging everybody's girls and all that, all crazy. Everything is for show. Like 50 Cent said, it's all for sale. Like, it's all for sale. And when I mean for sale, I mean for the public consumption. It's for us to look at it. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. Me, my. Yeah, like the cartoon. People think because if you're not in social media, or you're not on the radio, or you're not publicizing your business, that you fell off. Like, you fell off because you're not out and about doing what you do. And that's definitely how you say, never underestimate your opponent, because it could be a huge disadvantage on your behalf, and it could be a huge mistake. Well, to think just because everybody's not running to the gram, running to Twitter, running to YouTube, and running these YouTube streets, that they fell off. It's like what Hov said. I know what y'all thinking. Is he gonna ever fall off? No. A lot of speculations on the monies I've made, honeys I've slayed. How is he for real? Was that nigga really paid? Hustlers I met with or dealt with direct, like that part. Like, so just because, you know, everybody's not on TV like Candy, you know, and everybody's not in the media, you know, with the bad publicity like Tiny, you know what I mean? Or you think like, oh, your life is dead, or you fell off. Like, people, one of you of a certain age, like, you have to come of age. You have to grow. You have to grow up and, you know, and be an adult. Like, I know it's hard. You kicking and fighting. Like, you want to be a Thatcheroni for the rest of your life, or you want to be some street nigga for the rest of your life. So it's hard to give it up. Like, it's hard to take on responsibility and hold yourself accountable. Oh yeah, you on the back. You want them niggas that don't want, you know what I mean, don't want to do nothing. Like Nas on the beginning of his album, stop fucking around and be a man. There ain't nothing out here for you. Oh yes, there is. This. Like that's one of the best intros to a hip hop album. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just found that interesting with people in the comments, you know what I'm saying? And it was too many because that shit be going by super fast. When there's so many people watching, it'd be so much, you know, comments and stuff. So you really got to be like a speed reader. And if you can't read, then you missed everything. You know what I mean? Get embarrassed in the class when the teacher used to make y'all read. Mind over matter. So, you know, I just found that interesting that women was going hard on Coco, on the one that had the furry boots and all that shit on, or whatever them type of spandex with the furry. And, you know, I always rock the cozy soles when I'm in the crib, you know what I mean? Like I told y'all, it's early in the morning, top of the morning if you just waking up, tuning in, you know what I mean? It's 4 o'clock, you know what I mean? Sun gonna be coming up in a little bit. So I'm up doing what I do, getting my hydration on with the water so I can be hydrated during the day when I work out and I'm out and about doing what I got to do. That's my secret. I drink a lot of water in the morning, you know what I'm saying? But it just be funny how women power, girl code, sisterhood, and all this bubblegum shit, when really y'all talking about the weave, talking about the shoes, talking about her ass, talking about her titties, talking about her eyes, like everything is, you know what I mean? And then you wonder why Serena Williams is out here with the white chick's face from the movie. Like, you know what I mean? There's so much pressure. I can just imagine. Like, I'm so happy and nigga, all he got to do is just wake up and put Vaseline on or some cocoa butter or some baby oil and I'm good. Like, my face is my face. Can't change that. Nose is the nose. Lips is the lips. Teeth is the teeth. And that's that. Like, it is what it is. And there's no pressure. There's no worrying. You're going to accept me or you're not. You're going to love me or go that way. Like, that way. Like, go that way. Big pun. Loser. Like, go that way. Because for women, and then the models or the gram and keeping up with the Joneses, that your hair got to be on flee every time. Your boobies got to be sitting right every time. Your ass got to jingle a certain way every time. Like, damn, don't that shit get exhausting? I can imagine. And then for the guys that's with some of these divalistic chicks, like, whew. Like, we going to be here while, like you said, she getting ready, so I know we going to be here while in the bathroom, flat irons and nails. You know what I mean? Like, looking at the scale, check out the number. You say you dropping 10 pounds, preparing for summer, and summer's on the way. Like, it's almost Dame time. So I just thought that was interesting. I mean, like I said, the verses was good. I enjoyed them. I don't catch them when they live. I go back, look at the comments, see what people saying. And we need more building, more respect, more courtesy. That would help us out a lot because I'm pretty sure the women are actually making other women feel more less than and insecure than any man possibly could. Because we don't worry about what type of bag you got, what shoes you wearing. Yeah, we want you to be put together nice, smell good, look good. But other than that, we definitely could do without them long-ass batty eyelashes. Some of y'all looking wild crazy. You got the trainee vibe. You got the Rupaul vibes. You looking like Rupaul in the face. You know what I mean? Some of y'all. I'm not being funny. I'm not being funny. But anyway, POPAVISM 101. You know what I mean? Hold yourself accountable and be your biggest critic and your biggest fan. Cheer yourself on more than anybody else in your circle, on your outer circle, more than anybody. Lead from the front and don't worry about who in the back of you. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times we don't hold ourselves accountable. You know what I mean? So if we don't hold ourselves accountable and you can't have real conversations with other men or other women, you know what I'm saying, about what's going on in your personal life. If y'all tight like that, then who can you run to? Like Xscape, who can you run to when you need love or you need understanding? Who you going to go talk to? Like, you know what I mean? If you're not involved with no mentors or no programs or no spiritual leader, you know what I mean? This is for men and women, you know what I mean? And I think for myself personally, that always been a big factor, whether it was a spiritual leader or mentor or somebody I just respected, looked up to, you know what I mean, and would give me the real and not water the shit down, where I could go sit, whether they may be a little drunk or not, like, yo, nah, Lee, XYZ, or lately you've been, you know what I mean? Sometimes we feel like you can't talk to somebody because you're going to get canceled. And if you're not a yes man, you know what I mean, the bobblehead, then people will do away with you real quick, especially if they're in a position of power. Like, I got money. Like the intro to Position of Power, 50 Cent, the Massacre album, one of my favorite songs and albums, by the way. Like, if they're in a position of power or a superior position, then they always can shun you and look down on you. So if you hold yourself accountable and you be your biggest critic and your biggest fan, then you winning the race. You know what I mean? Because nobody really gonna cheer you on like you could cheer yourself on. Now, I'm not saying people around you in your circle or people that you rock with shouldn't cheer you on, shouldn't root for you, support you, give you, some guidance or a word to the right. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't criticize you. I'm saying they should if they really rock with you like that. Because what good is having a friend or two, you know what I mean? And that's all I'm going to count maybe 4, you know what I mean? Everybody else is associates. Like, I had a lot of friends when I was younger, and I think a lot of us do. But as you get older, your values change, your views change on life, the real life happens, then your friends get lesser and lesser. I remember, and I ain't going to hold y'all too long. We about to get up out of here because I do got stuff to do. You know what I mean? One of my friends, right before they got married, right? They was hanging, we was all hanging, young nigga shit. Being a savage, doing different things, living a good life, living our best lives. And when that happened, it changed. And a lot of us, because we wasn't at that stage yet, we used to look at him with the side eye like, yeah, since he got married, he don't want to do X, Y, Z. And when his wife used to come around, she used to be like, yeah, because he's not hanging out with y'all. And, she used to always make sure that we knew that, you know what I mean? So we used to be looking at him like a sucker. Like, yeah, you can't even do nothing. And he came out once in a while. He didn't just totally stop rocking with us, but he did lessen it, you know what I mean? And now as I'm older and I understand. So the thing is, you're not going to have the same day one. You may know people and still be cool with them, but no, they family because we from the same blocks, we from the same neighborhoods. You never stop knowing people, but you just may not have that rapport with all of them like that. So you may only have 1 or 2 or 3, like Houdini. Friends, how many of us have them? You know what I mean? Like, you lucky if you got 1 or 2. So if those 2, 3 friends can't talk the real with you, or even your cousin or your uncle or somebody in your family that you really rock with, like, nah, sis, you all the way out of pocket. Don't do that. Don't do that. Then who the fuck gonna tell you? So if nobody tells you and you're not holding yourself accountable, then there's no growth. And when there's no growth, what is it? Stagnation. You stuck, running on a treadmill, going nowhere fast. I'm heading nowhere fast, running the waist, running in place. DMX, rest in peace. Yeah, so you already know what it is. You know what I mean? Let me know your thoughts on the verses. Who won? If you one of those people that say, yeah, it is a winner and a loser because it was a battle, then let me know who you think won the battle. You know what I mean? I don't think none of them won. I think it's good that they all still alive, all still well, you know what I mean? Doing well, married, and living their best lives. What y'all think? Specifically the ladies. I mean, a lot of ladies is, newly subscribing, and appreciate everybody that's subscribing to the channel. I mean, y'all rock with the content. I'm going to definitely keep bringing y'all the real, you know what I mean, as I see. But let me know what y'all think. Why is it always a tear down? Like, you know what I mean? And you see it in the real life, not just in the comments, but go to the club or a nice little lounge where it's not like crazy, so you still can hear and you can watch the movements of people. When people come and they go to their table and you with people or women, y'all so critical of each other. Niggas don't do that. That's that, you know what I mean? I guess that's why they say that's that bitch shit. Niggas be acting like bitches that, think and move like women. Nigga don't come in like, oh, look at this nigga's shoes. He got his cufflinks on wrong. Or I would have rocked the hat like this. Who this nigga think he is? Or that chain is such and such. It might be, and I'm not saying no niggas, no men do this. Yeah, some men do it, and that's why they labeled as such. Some sucker niggas, goofy niggas, clown niggas, bitch niggas. That's why they get labeled that. Because why the fuck was you worrying about how this nigga wearing his pants and all that? Like, I just don't get it. And another thing that's considered some bitch shit, you know what I mean? Being how we speaking about it. Motivation. Yeah, over here, hip-hop, sports, motivation, POPAVISMs101, and interviews. And I got a lot of interviews that I didn't put up yet to keep it a buck with y'all. I know I say interviews a lot. Like, where's the interviews? I got a lot of interviews. And because it's COVID or with all that, kind of slowed down. Then Ramadan. So, you know, I try to stay in my lane. But I got a lot of good stuff coming. But anyway, never, fellas, you know what I mean? Never stand on the next man's shoulders to elevate your game, especially when dealing with women. If you got to put the next man down to get some money or to talk to a chick or to get her to see you in the light, then you going about it the wrong way. You know what I mean? That's lame nigga shit. You know what I mean? And I had that happen to me a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Would you... Who was the ugliest? You know what I mean? Last and fella, who was the ugly? I mean, I know this is not even a question that should be asked, but Big was playing, but really? Like, was you fucking trained that look better than the ugly bitch? For me, it's a definite no. Like, y'all bugging out. And it was a joke and all that, but I don't think they found that shit funny back then. I don't think they find that shit funny now. Like, damn, then you gonna fuck a whole man as opposed to me? And I know a lot of us probably put our joints in places it shouldn't have been. The dumpster, you know what I mean? Moist dessert, Trashington, Super Dirtington. Shout outs to my niggas that use Super Dirtington. Then you sprinkle the moist, you know what I mean? The moist sugar on it. And now you got moist dessert. Yeah, that's for the fellas. Inside jokey joke. Wink, wink. But it's your boy, POPAVIST. You now tuned in. POPAVIST TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here. One more again. Yeah, kid.